our friends in Brooklyn, right? Center of the universe. What happens now? I've said on NBA Today, Woj said it, I just did a tape segment. Toronto is the wild card in this, kids, because they have basically everything that Brooklyn probably could want. Barnes, Anunoby, maybe Siakam, draft picks, players, stay competitive. I think it's highly unlikely that Toronto would trade all three players. What happens if it's Barnes and OG and 4 first-round picks for Durant, 34-year-old, 4 years, one healthy, top 4 player in this league? Do you push all your chips to the mill? Is it the right timing? If you're Brooklyn, is that enough? I will say this about Brooklyn and Durant. I don't think they'll ever get the most value that you could possibly get for a player like Kevin Durant. I think that's just how the trade market works. Rudy Gobert got 4 ones. Brooklyn can get 4 ones. But I think it's more about the players around. They can go out and do a deal for Phoenix right now and get 4 ones. You know, they're going to be in the 20s. I don't know about the players here. We've talked about Ayton and Bridges. They can go out and do a deal with one of these other teams for 4 ones. You're never going to get an all-star level player back in return for Kevin Durant. I think you're going to get good players back, and I think that's something that Brooklyn either has to accept, or that's something that we're going to linger into the offseason, and this is going to hang over the organization, and maybe Kevin Durant has a change of heart. The interesting part will be what happens with Kyrie Irving, right? I think there's 2 different ways to go about it. I think you can trade him to the Lakers for Westbrook and get 2 number 1s. You take on money, which you don't want to do if you're Brooklyn, certainly. You owe Irving this trade bonus in his contract. That's the only way this deal works. It's up to $5.5 million. You get 2 picks, but why would you do that with Durant still on the lineup? And if you're trying to think maybe we can convince Kevin Durant to stay here, you can trade him to Dallas. Hypotheticals, please do not aggregate me. Let's say for Dinwiddie and Bertans, 2 role players. Okay, so that's your scenarios. You're basically salary dump, and maybe Westbrook can come here, and if KD's not here, he's on an island by himself, and we see peak Westbrook. But if you're Brooklyn, you're doing everything possible to try to trade Kyrie Irving now, right? Like, you don't want to deal with any more bird tweets, birds flying out of a nest and stuff like that. Who knows what's going to happen there.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.